rich countries to be cut by 20%. Today, in this round, even the most conservative proposals on the table today go way beyond these numbers, the tariff cuts achieved in the euro round or the subsidies reductions. This time, what we're discussing in terms of cutting trade distorting domestic subsidies is more than 3 times bigger the euro round number. In the euro round, developed countries had agreed to reduce their export subsidy spending by roughly 20%. Today, the complete elimination of this category of subsidies is already on the table. On industrial products, which account for more than 90% of global trading goods, this round is also considerably more ambitious than the previous one. According to new methodology, high tariffs will be cut more than low tariffs, with no exceptions for developed countries, and with limited flexibilities for developing members. There will also be deeper cuts in tariffs and greater transparency and predictability by increasing the number of tariffs which would be subject to maximum ceilings, which is what we call binding in our jargon. All this will provide great commercial opportunities and potential to larger business intermediaries. Services. On trade in services, core sectors such as financial services, telecoms, environmental services should produce tangible gains, also in terms of increased market access. Another key deliverable of this negotiation is trade facilitation, which is about reducing the costs linked to moving goods through borders, which, as we all know, increase domestic prices and restrict business sometimes even more than tariff or formal border protections. Some estimates that each day a good is delayed in transit in a border reduces trade by at least 1%. So 1 day of immobilization is 1% less in trade. On this, we are today negotiating a brand new trade facilitation agreement to make existing rules more suited to today's world of more modern business practices. Another topic which I would like to mention rapidly is existing rules on anti-dumping and subsidies, where we're also trying to bring more transparency and more predictability, including in other areas like regional trade agreements, where we also are negotiating stricter discipline. So all in all, this round was already on the table, but we're not there yet to the final rush. This round is a once-in-a-generation opportunity for all members of the WTO to bring tremendous commercial benefits and a better trade environment suited to these few important and fundamental transformations which I just mentioned. As you may know, we had a problem with agriculture in the negotiation in July, which led us to suspend the negotiation. Just recently, a green light has been given by members to resume technical negotiations, and this is what's happening in Geneva now. But we all know that between informal technical work and full-scale resumption, we still have quite a wide gap, and for that gap to be bridged, we need greater flexibility from various sides. And although we have signaled the flexibility, we haven't yet seen the level in terms of numbers of what the big players are ready to do. So they told us, yes, we're ready to go back to the negotiating table, yes, we have more flexible positions, but they've carefully at this stage avoided to number these flexibilities, which of course is a prerequisite. What we need is the US to number their flexibilities, which they say they have, in further domestic farm subsidies cuts. What we need is Koreans and the Japanese to number the flexibilities they say they have in reducing further their tariffs and improving their market access. And big developing countries like India, Brazil, China would also need that they intend to make a serious contribution to this round in numbering their own flexibility. And that's where we are at this stage. Now, moving to the sort of more immediate prospects, informal technical discussions, as I said, are now resumed in Geneva. We haven't yet had this breakthrough on substance, which we need to re-put ministers around the table. Time is pretty short, and in my view, next spring will be the real critical time, notably given the legislative agenda in the US. Now, if a political package, at least on agricultural industrial tariffs, could not be achieved by then, I believe this window of opportunity which we have for concluding the round next year could disappear, and I hope this will not happen. Before we discuss together, let me finally turn rapidly to what this negotiation means for the Philippines. I think the World Trade Organization does provide a global level playing field for Philippines exports, making sure you enjoy MFN and national treatment without being discriminated against, which is the biggest sort of virtue of our system. We also provide with WTO a sort of insurance policy that when trade disputes happen, members have a place to solve their problems fairly. That's the value of the system. Now, as I said, updating the system and the rules would bring more market access, more market opportunities to Philippines exporters and producers, because what we're trying to do is reduce tariffs in both developed and developing countries, and this is why we emphasize real market access opportunities and not numbers on paper. Philippines would benefit from the reduction in trade exporting subsidies in rich countries. As we all know, with these subsidies, these rich countries' agricultural products become more competitive in the global market and harm the interest of poor farmers in developing countries, including countries like the Philippines. On things like new rules, like trade facilitation. Just consider where Philippines